let's boondock. Okay, so I have the list. So we have an issue.
My two-wheel drive truck would not pull the tractor up the hill.
I didn't know I had a knack for it, but apparently I do.
And I thought she was just the queen of my double-wide trailer.
And I hit a huge friggin' bump and the trailer popped off. Check your balls before you drive, baby. Check your balls.
Hey friends, I'm Stacy.
And I'm Kevin.
And today we are continuing our adventure out at our future family compound. And I have a great idea. Okay, it's only been cleared, so that's it. However, I think we need to boondock out here because I'm so excited about staying out here and getting an opportunity to actually sleep out here.
I think so too.
So let's boondock. But in order to boondock, I do think there are a few things we have to do because when it rains or anything, I mean, this is pretty muddy and pretty messy. So one of the things that, if you know me, you know I love to do is make a list. So let's make a list of all the things that we need to do in order to be ready to boondock on the property and join us for our getting ready to boondock. Okay, so I have the list. We are ready to get ready to boondock and do some camping out here. So here are just a few of the things we're gonna need to do, and we're gonna do them in this video. We are going to get some gravel and get our gravel all in here, just not the whole thing, but enough so that we have somewhere to park our campers and we don't get all just super muddy. And Coda, the white doodle, is not orange. We need to get our tractor out here because our tractor has not been out here because it was too messy. So it's time to get our tractor out here. We're gonna need that. We also need to get a gate because we need that gate in place so that we have everything secure. We need some pine straw because we have some pretty steep inclines out here and we need to control for some of that erosion. And then we need to get some hay as well because there's some areas that are gonna need hay instead of the pine straw just because of the steepness, I guess, of the place. Kevin can explain that further.
You know, it's kind of funny that Stacy has a list because every day I get a list too. Of course, it's not on a piece of cardboard, but it usually has more items on it than this too. So the first thing we need to do is get some gravel out here. Because it's been raining and because it's basically fresh dirt, we don't want to do anything and get stuck. So first on the list is to get some gravel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a spreader truck come in and bring me a couple loads of number 4 stone, which is the larger stone, to get a good base, because eventually we're gonna have to have other trucks such as concrete trucks in. Okay, so number 4 stone would be about this size right here. And then crusher run would be like a 57 stone like this with actual granite dust and everything built into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get number 4 stone as our base. Then I'm gonna have them bring me a load of crusher run that'll have this and the very fine crushed rock. And that way I can move this stuff around with my tractor wherever we need it to fill in holes, that type of thing.
There's nothing more that I love. Well, there are things more that I love, but I really like checking off something off my list. The gravel is finished. We are one step closer to boondocking. Next, we gotta get the tractor.
All right, today is a great day. I am actually going to pick up my new tractor. So I purchased a Massey Ferguson 1825, which is a fully hydrostatic tractor that not only has a bucket on it, but it also has a grapple, it has some forks, and it also has some a land plane to actually work on the road, the private road that we're going to live on, so that if it gets tore up, we're good to go. So this has been a long time coming, super excited. So I purchased this tractor from Kane Equipment, which is in Claremont, Georgia, and fabulous family-owned operation. They were going to actually deliver it for me, but I ended up purchasing a trailer simply because I was going to need it for the other items that I was going to be hauling around, the lumber, different things like that. But they were willing to deliver it to me, which was quite a distance actually away. So just really super nice folks, willing to work with you, just very knowledgeable, so I can't say enough about them. Okay, so I've just arrived at Kane Equipment, and I have to say, I feel like a kid in a candy store, and I am super excited. Okay, so since we have so many things that are with it, we actually had to mount it a little bit backwards to get everything onto the trailer because we've got the additional, the bucket and the forks and the grapple. And that land plane is actually quite long. It's longer than a normal box plane. So we're doing some readjusting to make sure that we can fit it all. Obviously, when I normally tow this anywhere else, I won't have all that stuff on there, but Kane Equipment is fabulous. They're definitely helping me out getting everything hooked up right. See if I can get it.
Come on, I'm gonna hang up.
So I gotta take the trailer, I gotta take it out the trailer. Oh crap, it's pulling me backwards.
So what do you need me to do?
I need you to come in here and hold the brake.
Okay.
Parking Kenzie's thing.
Okay. So we have an issue, and that is that Kevin was not able to get up the hill with the tractor. We're gonna get this tractor to the property. Tell me one more time.
Get in the truck. You're holding on the actual truck brake.
So we got the tractor off of the trailer, and now we're gonna have to drive it up the road. Kevin did good.
My two-wheel drive truck would not pull the tractor up the hill. I started spinning and chopping. I started going backwards and it wanted to pull me backwards, and I had to get as flat as I could, put the ramps down, unhook, and drive the tractor off.
He's showing me how to drive the tractor.
How's it feel to be the tractor lady?
It's pretty good. I didn't know I had a knack for it, but apparently I do.
And I thought she was just the queen of my double wide trailer. Oh, she's so much more, so much more.
So we officially made it to the property with the tractor, and now we officially have the next thing checked off of our list. Tractor. Progress. And no major catastrophes.
All right, so I'm at Home Depot and I'm getting a load of hay and pine straw, and I'm trying to, I just made getting it done. It just started raining. So I just got it strapped down. Got a portable water tank as well, which is going to be very, very helpful. But let me show you what I got here on this.
All right, we're here. We've got all of our plants back here. We're ready to get started soon. First, I got to get some boots on. This is a muddy mess out here.
It is very muddy.
So I'm gonna get my boots on. Can you get Coda a paper plate with some food on it?
You hungry, Buck?
Because he's hungry.
He's hungry. He's a white dog with orange feet. Pretty soon he's going to be a orange dog with orange feet.
Time to get started. We have to do this because out at the property we have such steep slopes that there will be a lot of erosion if we don't go ahead and get this on as quickly as possible before it rains again. So
let's get to her.
Let's get it. We got a lot.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put up a silt fence. And a silt fence is basically a landscaping fabric with a set of posts that are in there that you pound into the ground, and you pound them in basically, and you try to keep the erosion from running down into different things, creek beds and the like.
I'm feeling my age. We have officially hit exhaustion and we are calling it a night, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Okay, so we're back at the property. It's morning. It's not as beautiful and sunny as it was yesterday. That might be nice because I have a little redneck right now.
Me too.
So a little chilly this morning, which will be nice too. So we are going to continue with our list.
We're going to put that gate in and
probably going to be working on it tomorrow too.
probably tomorrow too, yeah.
Maybe the next day and the next day and the next
Well,
day.
I think this is a...
You got some unruly eyebrows.
I need to trim them bad boys.
Anyway.
Last time I trimmed my face, I forgot to trim the brow.
They're just going crazy. So when we pulled in this morning, it was kind of fun. One of the folks down the road, their bear trash can was dumped over, all the trash out. Obviously, it wasn't as bear proof as it was intended to be.
Probably a pretty good sized bear that got it, because it was a pretty good size. Like, it was probably 4 feet by like 8 feet. Like, it was a big thing, and it tipped it right over on its side.
And we have a polar bear with us.
A polar bear that's turning Georgia clay red. Georgia clay red.
All right, well, let's get at it. Officially 30 things of pine straw finished. Spread. We still have about 20 more to go, but we're making some headway anyway. All right, we're on the home stretch for the pine straw. This is the last spot we have to do. Thank God, 50 bales later, and each bale was like 2.5. So I also got some wildflowers that we're gonna throw down some seed in hopes that it will grow up here. We'll see. It's time for me to finally check it off. We have finished the pine straw. Whoa. The hay is now finished. You can see it behind me. We can check it off. So we just got the gate and we're driving down the road and the trailer comes right off. So you can see back there, we're having to stop traffic and have somebody to sit there and help get the cars around us so we can try to get the trailer back on. And the wiring is all messed up. Apparently the wrong ball was on the hitch.
I made a big mistake. I have a multi-ball thing, and I had just driven out another trailer last night. I hooked up the tractor trailer, and I forgot to switch the ball to the 2 7/8, which is perfectly fine when you're not hitting any bumps. And then I hit a huge friggin' bump, and the trailer popped off. Check your balls before you drive, baby. Check your balls. If you're using your small balls with the big trailer, ain't gonna work. You gotta go for the big balls.
So right now we're putting together the post hole digger so that we can have something to put the gate in and plant the trees.
Okay, so we're getting ready to dig this post hole. You wanna have your auger as straight up and down as you can when you start. Straight up and down still? That good?
There.
Okay, so one of the things that your PTO implements have is a shear bolt. Those shear bolts will shear before, if it hits something really hard. Apparently there's a rock or something down there because the shear bolt went. So I'm gonna go to the store and get about 5 shear bolts because I didn't have any extras.
It was actually expanding all the way to the top of this hole. I can check it off. It is officially finished. So this little area up behind me here is right at the side of our driveway, and we are going to plant a tree and kind of clear this out a little bit so that we can make it look a little decorative when you're coming in, and there's the gate right there. We just planted the first tree of the property. Only 25 more to go. Well, we got our gravel, or not our gravel, we got our rocks, and I should have recorded it, but it was a bit stressful getting them off because they're so big. So, forgot to do that. But now we're taking a break, and once again, we're having some lunch out here. I found my deodar cedar, which I'm super excited about because that's my favorite tree, and so it's front and center. And here is the start to my little landscaped area right here. I'm pleased with how that's looking as well. But this is a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, like, my body is just saying, you're old. All right, it's now time for me to go ahead and put some flowers and some other kinds of plants up here. All right, we're on the home stretch. So one cool thing that we've gotten is that big water tank. We actually got it off of Facebook Marketplace, and it was only like $60. It holds like
275 gallons.
275 gallons of water, and since we don't have a well out here yet, that's been great to be able to plant our plants for the erosion and give them some water so they live. So we got a little something to help us with all of our work, because the work is so much harder than what we thought it was. Well, than what I thought it was. So.
Our journey to prepare the property for boondocking has definitely been one of adaptability and resilience. Despite encountering unexpected challenges, we tackled each one with determination, going above and beyond our initial plans. Through this process, we've learned the importance of flexibility, understanding that sometimes the detours lead to the most rewarding destinations. As we embark on this family compound adventure, we're embracing the unpredictability, knowing that it's all part of the experience. So here's to the enjoying the ride.
So what I take some of the stuff out of my pocket so I look like I'm happy to see you.
And my hair is looking real nice right now. And in true Stacy Benson fashion, I have stuff all over my shirt from my lunch. Of course, my hamburger squirted all over me.